Hey guys, RanterInShades here, Exiles my First Amendment Rights vlog style. Now, before I begin this video, allow me to explain why I've been away for so long and why I haven't been making videos for a couple weeks. My computer's hard drive had failed, and in order for all my files to be recovered, that's all my music, documents, pictures, video files, applications, etc., I had to take my computer in for data recovery, and the people at the store told me data recovery could take up to a week. So I've been without a computer for a week, and it's really been slowing things down and stressing me the hell out. I got it back last Thursday, I believe it was, April 3rd, and over 600 gigabytes had been recovered. Since then, I've just been setting things back up and moving all my shit from the external drive back onto my hard drive. Things are pretty much back to normal there, so now I can get back to doing what I do regularly. With that said, onto my choice topic. Now, many people in the ranting community, myself included, have personal Facebook accounts. That's what we usually use to communicate with one another and share ideas with each other. A good bit of said ranters also like to leave their Facebooks open for fans to add them on so they can interact with them on a more personal level. And since a lot of people like to do that, I've received a number of friend requests from people, which for the most part I've been deleting. I've spoken in older videos about why I don't like adding fans, but yet I still get requests from random people, sometimes multiple requests from the same person. I've never really gone in depth as to why I don't like to add fans, so that's what I plan on doing in this video. That way, if I get requests from people that I don't actually know, I can just send them this video. Hopefully I don't upset anybody, but this is just me being honest. Now, my personal Facebook is just that. Personal. I use my Facebook mainly to update people about what exactly is going on in my personal life, various little opinions of mine, and other miscellaneous shit that only a few people really get. I never post about YouTube at all, really. I've always been one to keep my internet life separate from my personal life, and only post stuff relevant to my channel on my fan page, which, if you haven't liked my fan page, the link there is in the description of all my videos, and if you want to see updates from me, that's where you want to be. I don't post about YouTube on my personal Facebook, and I don't post about my personal life on my fan page. The only exception to that would be if I'm taking a hiatus for a little bit, or if I'm going on vacation, or if I'm too sick at the moment to be making videos. You're not going to see me talk about school, my band, family-related shit, or other things I don't really want to share with my audience. The same thing would apply vice versa, especially when the majority of people in my personal life don't even know that this channel exists, aside from some select friends from college and a few from high school. With that in mind, I'm a lot more cautious of what I post on my Facebook because I don't want people, especially family, asking me questions such as, "Michael, what's this?" or "Michael, who's this?" One of these days, people will have to know. I understand that. I've gained over 1,000 subscribers. I can only keep this channel a secret for so long. Why do I do this? I really can't explain, but it's what I do. With that in mind, I don't want a bunch of random people liking a bunch of my posts and all that, especially if they are going to say, "You gonna make a video on this, Shades?" and confuse the hell out of the majority of my Facebook friends. That's actually why I don't have following enabled on my Facebook either, and that's also why I have tagging under timeline review, because I'm very cautious about what I want to be tagged in. I don't want fans constantly tagging me in shit that I don't want to be tagged in, and shit related to YouTube that I don't want people asking me questions about. I'm a lot more private on my personal Facebook than other people in the community are, and I feel that adding a bunch of fans will ruin that privacy. That's where the fan page comes in. With the fan page, I can update you all on shit that's actually related to YouTube, related to my channel, related to the internet, the shit that I feel you guys actually want to see. Links to my videos, screen caps of comments, videos from other people I want to share, and other such things that you wouldn't see me posting on my personal Facebook. Very rarely do I break the rules here. The only instances I can think of where I do tread waters are when I do either of these two things. Number one, if I link a video from one of my subscriptions that I want personal friends to see. An example of this is when Stoutmeister made his video a year ago about his girlfriend's daughter and her glioblastoma. That was a great video of his that I really wanted more people to see, so I shared it. Other times are when I post videos from either Muse Productions or Cover Killer Nation, two of my favorite YouTubers of all time and two of the three main influences behind my channel. If they make a video I feel like sharing with people, I'll do that. I don't expect a lot of people from my personal life to like those posts, but I'll still share them anyway. Number 2. If a personal friend of mine makes a Facebook post I find to be either funny or stupid that I want to share with people, so I'll blur their name out or have it cropped out. An example of this is when a girl I know from college made this ridiculous post that said, "That's it! I'm either getting a tattoo on my forehead that says, 'I'm taken,' or growing a mustache because a lot of guys don't seem to get that I'm not interested and that I have a boyfriend. Ay, Dios mío," shaking my fucking head. "I'm very much content with my boyfriend, Sir Fucks-a-lot. Thank you very much. Angry face, feeling annoyed." I found that to be pretty ridiculous and kind of rude, so I decided to screen cap it, post it on my page, and see what my fans think. I was very careful about leaving this girl and her boyfriend both anonymous, and that picture seemed to get some okay feedback from people. I've also promoted a friend of mine on my fan page, Lexi Talks a Lot, who's been making some vlogs and seems to have a good grasp on it. Since she's a really good friend of mine, I felt like doing my part and giving her a little push. If you want to check her out, her channel's in the description. Those are the only instances where I've broken boundaries as to what I post where. Other than that, my personal Facebook is strictly for shit relevant to my personal life and friends of mine. Everything else goes on the fan page. For the most part, the only people I do add from YouTube are people I'm subscribed to. People like Take Shot Action, Nate Talks to You, Skullripper 4900, and other such people I'm subscribed to that I interact with on a pretty consistent basis. Some people I'm subscribed to that have me added I'm not the most consistent with. Like I have PM Rants added, but I wouldn't consider him a really good friend of mine. But he's somebody who I enjoy watching on YouTube, who I feel comfortable enough having on my Facebook, and who was gracious enough to accept the request I sent him all those months ago. But yeah, it's mainly people I'm subscribed to who I add on my personal Facebook. Cammy Bams is actually the same way with his Facebook. He only adds people he's subscribed to, hence the reason why he doesn't have me added. And that's fine, he's not obligated to add me, and I understand why he wouldn't want to. Same thing with JJ Discussions, who actually went through a mass deleting spree last week and removed me. While I have interacted with Jordan on a few occasions, like for the I'm a Barrel video I made last summer that he appeared in, him and I were never really buddies or anything, and I never spoke to him all that often. So they're pretty much the same way I am when it comes to who they add on Facebook. It doesn't change my overall opinion on either Jordan or Cam. I still think they make pretty good videos, when they decide to make videos, and that opinion of mine shouldn't change just because they don't have me on their Facebooks, and the same should apply to me right here. The only people I add to my Facebook that I'm not subscribed to are people that I've spoken to on a consistent enough basis in Skype calls or Google Hangouts to feel comfortable enough adding them. An example of this would be someone like my friend Cliff, CS Prog Guy, aka Super Orion 91. While I'm not subscribed to his channel, I've spoken to him on some occasions and found that we have a lot of common ground, especially since we're both musicians. Same thing applies to Maddie, Pierce the Mads. I've spoken to her on a few occasions, and she's really cool to talk to. There are a few others that fall under this umbrella where I talk to them on a number of occasions, but I'm not subscribed to them, but feel comfortable adding them anyway. But the point that I want to drive by with this is that I am very selective on who from YouTube I add to my personal Facebook. At the end of the day, this is just Facebook, so it shouldn't be the end of the world if someone from YouTube doesn't accept your friend request. You can still like their Facebook fan page, follow them there, and continue to watch their content regularly. And with that said, I really hope I'm not upsetting anybody with this video. I really do. But this is how I choose to operate my Facebook. I also really appreciate you liking my content enough to want to send me a request, but unfortunately, I'm a bit more private and selective than other people from YouTube and do things a bit differently than them when it comes to Facebook. Hopefully this video makes sense, and hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from here. I thank you for watching this video and hope it didn't deter you guys away from my channel for whatever reason, because it really shouldn't. Stay tuned for when I post my next video, whenever that may be, because things are getting a bit busy here. I won't go into detail with that because that's none of your business. Thank you for watching this video. Take care and have a nice day. I'm Shades, and I'll see you next time.